Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Naruto ShinobiCraft. Last time, we were testing out our sage powers, because we are now a snake sage. So, yeah, this is a pretty cool set of skills. We have our summoning contract, so we can bring out... If we charge it all the way up, we get Manga, who, is pretty big, has like 2,500 health, and hits pretty hard, but sadly cannot actually move. So actually, it's kind of better to summon it at a 17 instead, because if I... Deidara? Okay, I'll stay over here. Do Deidara and Sasori always just spawn next to each other? They seem really common. Anyways, something I figured out. Well, one, I can release this at whatever I want and just get little snakes. And the smaller snakes can actually move about and do stuff, which, is kind of nicer than Manga, sadly. I wish Manga could work properly, but... yeah. So, note to self, I kept summoning the biggest snake or occasionally the tiniest snake to just stay on your shoulder, but you don't charge it all the way. This is more useful. But also just... tiny little snake army! I love this jutsu so much. I don't know how useful it is. Yeah, the little tiny snakes really don't do much, but it is really funny just to have so many of them. And then the snake modes themselves, or the sage stuff itself, with the Ultra Big Ball Rasengan, which... yeah, the Ultra Big Ball Rasengan was one-shot a, Kabuto. I forgot his name. I almost said Kishimoto, but that's the other bone release jutsu user. Actually, both of the ones that use bone have, or start with the letter K-I. So, that's really, really cool. It's a very strong jutsu. We're going to continue... that was almost bad. We can probably beat a Hiden now, but not right here, and I don't have an extra monster ball on me, and I don't know if I have the resources. Actually, I think we're good. So yeah, the sage stuff is really cool, and we used it to beat up a few more Otsutsuki's and another Kabuto. So now we actually have the DNA for Sharingan. So, that's a pretty important thing. We're probably going to be using that today. But, there's a couple other test things we want to do today that I had meant to do last time once again, but kind of ran out of time with all this. Although we do also need to check out the Rasen Shuriken on a real opponent. We have inventory stuff to junk. Do I have the resources on me for more capture cells? Yes, I think the answer is yes. I can make 2. Give me back those, thank you. Crafting. Hold on, I need to make this. 1, 2, 1, 2. You just wait right there, Hiden. Don't come at us, please. Monster balls, there we go. Hi, you just going to be friendly? You just gonna... there we go. So we're gonna actually have to try beating one of these things, and in fact, I'll just keep you on me, along with the extra Otsutsuki we've got. But let's go over what I did between episodes before we go too much farther. You can go in there. Did I not just... oh, I guess I put the empty one there instead. Between episodes, I continued working on training up a whole bunch of jutsus. So I finished off, basically, the other mode for Dust Release, so we'll get to use this. And other than that, already trained, there we go. So we can now use Dust Release Dismantling Jutsu in the cube form. I finished mastering the Chidori, so we'll actually get to see what that does. We'll try it without the Sharingan, so you can see how bad it is, and then we'll try it with the Sharingan. And other than that is Bone Release, in which I didn't realize how close I was to Clematis Dance. I thought it was still like a few hundred points away. So I might take a quick break and master that as well, but we can now do basically everything but the last 2. I don't remember exactly which ones are which. I think Larch Dance is the one that gives us Resistance 3 and gives us the biggest boost to, like, speed and whatnot, and then... I don't remember. One of them is the better offensive stats, but worse defensive stats, but one of them relies more heavily on defensive stuff. I just don't remember which ones it is. One of them is like a bone spear attack from the ground, and then one of them, the finger bone bullets, is just a little shot. I don't remember which is which, we'll have to test them all. Other than that, I also took another quick look through all the Mahosukai stuff. Well, I guess large dance is this one that just gives us bone armor, 20 armor, 5 armor toughness, and instantly resistance 5? Yeah, that is not the one I thought it was. Resistance 4, rather. What is the other bone one, then? I know one bone thing gives resistance 4, and I thought there was a different armor set for resistance 3. Maybe I'm misremembering how this works. But sadly, I do have to take off the armor to showcase this properly. So, yeah, that's pretty good. Instantly just resistance 4, never having to worry about lightning mode again. But it does also mean... Or this one will break pretty simply. Let's just keep that on. Willow Dance. Is this the... What does that one do? Oh yeah, that changes the... Okay, yeah, I guess they both give resistance 4. This one just makes us do extra attack damage at the same time. Gives us swords on our hands. Wait, why did the fighter hurt them? Why did the guard hurt themselves? How did that even happen? You good, friend? I think you're good. Where did your armor go? It must have all broke in. Should probably give them extra. But if I just go ahead and punch a dummy, I now just do 16 as a baseline. That's pretty good. Next up is Camellia Dance. That gives us the Bone Sword, 12 attack damage. Yeah, plus the 15 from before. And yeah, we basically have free swords and free chest armor. Or I say free. Technically it costs Chakra, but the cost is so much less than what we actually have that it doesn't matter much. We're probably not going to be using the Bone Sword. Caliburn is just significantly better. But, yeah. And then finally is the Finger Bone Bullet. I can't actually use it while using the sword. But it's just like a little bone shot. It does 8 damage. I don't remember this one being particularly useful, but we'll probably test it out occasionally nonetheless, see how good it is against an actual opponent. But, yeah, just as a baseline, a very, very powerful jutsu release. Like, a very powerful Kekkei Genkai, especially if you're just starting up. Resistance 4 is an 80% damage reduction on literally any attack. Besides maybe the one from Grimoire of Gaia mobs, because they kind of play a little bit different. So, yeah. No speed buffs, I guess I was misremembering. But it's lightning release modes, biggest things, with what you lose out on the extra speed buffs from it. How did I do 15 damage with it? I guess they both just hit at the same time, and... Oh yeah, I can spam click this. I was just going like little tiny chunks, or one every like second or whatever, but I can just machine gun fire. Yeah, very powerful jutsu. Not entirely sure how useful that's going to be against like an opponent like a Tachi or whatnot, who can just dodge most attacks. But yeah. Instantly feeling a whole lot stronger. Let's go sleep through the night. Bone release on its own. It's very cool, but it's not exactly the most flashy thing. You can pretty quickly go through everything. And yeah, just 320 hits, and I'll just be able to take on the face with resistance 4 before... Wow, I am messing that up big time. This is the button I want to hit. So yeah, we can take 320 hits with resistance 4, and then we'll have to give back the armor. But it's also borderline free to get that armor back, so it's just permanent. This is why this is a very good jutsu. Anyways, let's switch back to Clematis Dance Flower. I think this one might be the, like, Bone Spear one, but I don't quite remember. That will probably only take me, like, a couple minutes, but let's go try out something else first. Chidori Spear Current. How do I switch between the different modes? Is it shift click or what? I don't quite remember. So, yeah, right now it's, it works kind of similarly to, yeah. This is how this jutsu works if you're, I don't even know what just happened there. Yeah, I don't think I've ever tried this jutsu without Chidori. I just know it doesn't work well. Or Sharingan, rather. So, you just activate it like that, right-click it again to do Spear. Oh, and it just does like a little thing. Yeah, okay, the Spear is actually pretty decent, but how do you do Current? I didn't mean to teleport there. Maybe I should double check how this jutsu works, because there's an extra mode I don't know how to access. And I don't entirely know how I ended up in that, like, really weird zoom and stuff. Is that the, Okay, yeah, if you hit something, it does this. Although it is still activated, I need to double check how this works. Okay, so apparently it has, like, this one. And if you actually hit something with it, you do like a little dash forward and you get tunneled visioned. This is the most basic version of Chidori. And we need the Sharingan to avoid this going on, basically. Gonna go away for a moment, after a moment? Yes, you are. Cool. And then we have the Chidori Spear with just like a normal extra right click. That's basically what we've seen before. And it's pretty useful, actually. Like, that is a just very nice instantly bam, 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 over and over again. So if we can land that, that's actually really good. The current one apparently is a shift right click once it's activated. Although I want to see that. That's a little bit stronger than I was expecting to see. I saw it maxing the 19s out against the Grimoire of Gaia mobs. I wasn't expecting it to be that good, though. Okay, this is one that's going to get instantly tested against Itachi. Oh. Yeah, that's not exactly what I meant to do. Just deleted all the dummies from existence, which means we no longer have our healing capabilities. Yeah. Let me go ahead and make the dummies back again. I'm going to need to go grab some wheat for that. But this is not one that we can actually test because we need to shift click. 2 wheat, we're gonna need 6 wheat, 3 hay bales, and 3 planks. That's simple enough. So, Chidori, we'll test it properly with Sharingan in a moment, but for right now, let me fix my mistakes real quick. Where's all the wheat? I know for a fact you're growing some. Oh wait, no, it's probably all been turned into bread, hasn't it? Wait, has it? Yeah, you're growing wheat. Do I have any left? Am I gonna need to bone meal some? I think I'm gonna end up having to bone meal some, but let me go hunt down some wheat and fix all this up real quick. Okay, dummies are back in place. Thankfully, I did have a bunch of wheat hiding in here. Anyways, that's bone release and Chidori pretty well checked out. We'll increase our Chidori capabilities whenever we use the Sharingan thing, which I also need to remember how to do the whole how to do Mangekyo Sharingan. I want to say I saw something in the Kabuto add-on about letting you get the Mangekyo Sharingan if you fully level up a tamed Shinobi. I guess that's how we're gonna end up having to do it, although we do need them alive for other things. But we also want to test out the reroll thing, an idea from Odyssey Slime that I had, but was a bit afraid to try it. But you know what? No risk, no reward, right? So we're going to put every single Jutsu learner, everything to do with the Naruto mod, in a chest. It is not going to be in our inventory at all, and we are going to try using this thing. I'm a bit afraid of this, because what I think is going to happen is it's going to reroll our Kekkei Genkai, which means that we're probably going... Oh, interesting. Like, how do I have blindness again? Weird. If I don't have the Byakugan or the Senjutsu, or if I get rid of the Byakugan, well, I don't know, this is weird. Like, when we got Senjutsu, I could take off the Byakugan without getting blindness. But if I don't have either in my inventory, or if I don't have the Senjutsu in my inventory when taking off the Byakugan, then I still have blindness, and the Byakugan leaves my inventory altogether, I get the blindness anyways? I don't know, this is a bit of a strange one. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Lightning Release goes in there. Let's see. Byakugan and Senjutsu both need to go in there. And I don't think I have to worry about all that being in here, but just in case you're also going to join it, I think that's all of our learners. The DNA for Sharingan's in there, but that's just the DNA. We don't actually have it yet. So I think we're good to use the reroll thing. And how this is probably going to work is we are going to lose every achievement in here for the Byakugan, the Skeletal release, and Dust release. But I should be able to get them back, either by picking them back up or by gifting myself the advancements. If I don't get them automatically, we're just gifting ourselves the advancement. But anyways, Kekkei Genkai reroll. You must have your Kekkei Genkai in your inventory to use this item. Oh, they thought about that. So basically, I could give up my... that shouldn't use it if you can't actually, use it. But that's very rude. Hold on, I have an extra skeletal. I could have just re-rolled the extra skeletal. Oh, that's so rude. I think that's a really rare item. That should not use if you're not capable of using it. That I will die on. I will die on that hill. Ah. Do we spawn in another one just to test it, or do I accept the fact that I just completely goofed that one up? Where did I find that one? I think they're a rare spawn in jungles. And in fact, I think I might have seen another one and ignored it, so... Did we go on a quick hunt? Sure, why not? Grab all of this back out, and you go back in there, you go there. We are going to go see if we can't find another one of these real quick, just to see. Yeah. I know where there's a jungle, which is I think where I found it the first time. So let me go for a quick hunt to see if I can't find another one. You know, actually hunting for this thing is kind of rough. Like literally the first time we fell into it, like hopping around the treetops, literally fell on top of it and only realized what it was because it acts like a cactus. But I've double checked and it will spawn in any heavily wooded area, not just jungles. But I don't know if that makes it easier to find, because that means it's probably not as common. It's even rarer than I was thinking, and can spawn basically anywhere in the world, which is... I don't know, that makes a lot less concrete search area. But, let's try destroying the forest and Kisa... we have a new dust release. Might as well try going the destruction route and making it easier to run about. So we want Willow Dance, because that's the one that gives us extra attack damage. We don't need lightning release since we have that. The training calibrant can go away. And you can go in there. What do we need for dust? It's earth, wind, and fire, which means this needs to come back out. And, oh, of course the Kisame just disappeared. I was actually setting up to defeat Kisame, and then he's just gone. Oh well, we still get to test out this dust dismantling cube, at least. How does this work? Okay. So release it, it basically does like a little cube that you put in your hands, and then it flies off and will destroy whatever area depending on what number you gave it. What does this thing max out at? I don't know if we ever found the upper range for the beam. Well, we didn't really need to. We have to be a little bit careful not to destroy the ground when we're doing this, because that's where the thing we're looking for spawns. Do we see it? I don't see it. Let's release this thing at a 5, I guess, is a good starting point. Or a 5.1. That's not actually that bad. I was expecting much worse out of it, considering how destructive the beam is. It does still have a pretty decent cooldown time. I'm 100% sure this is an insta-kill on just about anything, though, considering how much damage the beam version does. Time to check its upper range, I guess, and we're gonna hit that tree right there. Then we're gonna see how much destruction it does at whatever number it decides to stop at. It is very slow. It's not 10. Wait, did a leaf just get deleted underneath us, apparently? So, does it have an upper range? It might not, which is very silly to think about. But this number system is not linear. Like, the difference between a 10 and a 4 and a 40 with some skills is the difference between just a little push and outer space, as we saw last time. So, let's try a 17. Oh, that's a lot of chakra. Yeah, that's chunk deleting. If we go even higher with it. Although, to get to that number is not going to happen during a fight. So the cube, it's much more deliberate destruction, which is actually kind of nice, because the other one is a little bit too indiscriminate. But it's a lot slower to use, and thus a lot harder to use in combat. So, although, yeah, the number obviously deals more damage, so you're going to be charging that for a while if you want to guarantee a surefire insta-kill. Anyways, I'm going to search for a little bit longer, but I'm not liking my odds of finding another reroll thing. I am really tempted to just cheat one in again, just to see it in action, because why on earth would you not give the warning this can't be used before using it? Like, that is silly. But I'll try and find another one legitimately, if the game will stop freeze framing. It's currently that. I'll give it another 5 minutes, I think. I'm not liking my odds. No reroller. And I actually double checked, and the Kabuto add-on actually has one too, but I and I accidentally spawned one in and then deleted it, but there's no crafting recipe. But there is an Otsutsuki. Where are you? Oh, you've got my number right now. What is it? How did that happen? Oh, I know what happened. I used Willow Dance to do that, and then I think I did that and it deleted the armor, so I wasn't actually in... okay. I know how I died to that Otsutsuki. I got very confused. I didn't actually set up the hotbar. I just moved the bone thing to get the armor and then put it back up, but I didn't do that. I did... Yeah, okay, my fault, my fault. I mean, it was probably always going to be my fault at this point if we lose a fight, but still, at least I know why. So, I'm probably going to head back and defeat that Otsutsuki in a moment. That moves. Do not release the dust release right here. That is a really bad idea. So I guess I have some inventory stuff to deal with, and then we're going to actually go deal with that Otsutsuki real quick. We need their eyes, and they just will not give them. So, let me get ready to go do that, I guess. I don't think we're finding the reroller, though, sadly. Okay, before we actually go deal with Otsutsuki, I'm going to deal with the Mahu stuff I want to do first, because one of them I'm going to use on Otsutsuki, and that is the reality marble. Basically, I need a cloth, I need this thing, and then I need to put 3 diamonds in this thing, and now we have a scroll from a reality marble. And basically, this thing will bring us to an entirely different dimension, and if we use it on Otsutsuki, we're both stuck there until one of us is dead. And I should put this on the Mystic Code, just so I don't have to remake it. Weapon projectiles is just the bow, so that can go away. And how do I I forget, how exactly do I switch bars? Because that's just the one that gives us the extra caliburns. I don't remember. I'll have to look into that one in a moment. So now we can do that. You get the weight in here too. And then I also want to make 2 of the things for the familiars. I'm also going to build a Holy Grail at some point, but this is not actually very useful. I'm just going to be building this thing to build it at some point, and that's going to be like a full episode on its own. Anyways, the familiars. We want Summon Familiar and then Familiar's Garden, I think. So, Summon Familiar, a cloth and 3 quartz. Simple enough. 1, 2, 3. And where's my knife? There it is. Also, we have not at all started Blood Magic or Thaumcraft, which have just been here the whole time. There's Summon Familiar. Again, I'm going to put these in place of the Facite. And then projection can also go away for a moment in favor of the garden, which is right here. 2 quartz and an iron. Got it. That's the wrong chest. And an iron. Wait, what do I put in this chest? Oh, that's the one I just built for, yeah, that's right. That's the one I just put together for holding all of our jutsu stuff. So 1 iron. And 2 quartz. 1, 2. Gets us Familiar's Garden. So let me remember how to activate the different things in here. Is it Y? Is it T? It's T. Cool. So Summon Familiar. These things are just like little friends. I think they'll stay put unless I tell them to follow me, and they'll act as chunk loaders. Where's my shovel? There it is. I wasn't fast enough. Oh, the bone sword actually is useful here. Okay, then. Sure, it decided it wanted to join NASA or something. So, I guess grab some junk and toss it away. So, Summon Familiar. And we get our little bird friend, who will just stay right there. It's a little bird familiar made out of, like, magical block stuff. Are you actually following me? I want you to stay put. Can I just, like, right-click you to have you sit down? Looks like it. Cool. Nope. Oh, I can pick you up like that, but are you just going to hover around this place? I really hope you don't follow me, because I want you staying right there. Okay, so our little bird friend is going to be around here. I'm going to need to give that thing a little cage, I think. Unless it's probably going to just fly away. Nee, master, there's a person around here. We're just going to keep getting told by our little spy bird friend. Anyways, for now, we need Familiar's Garden. Understood. So our little friend becomes pink, hopefully when I'll just stay here. And now anything within range of it. Apparently there's supposed to be, like, sparkles of some kind, some type of particle. But now, if all is working as intended, all is not working as intended. Why exactly can I do damage? What is your range, little bird friend? I need to get back up on the roof to see. Up we go. So, let's... Oh, I can no longer pick you up, I guess. Oh, and you can see Peaceful Garden now. Ah, there we go. Oh, that is actually very short range. Can I get you down off here? No. The bird? Oh, did you just leave garden? Okay, so apparently garden is not infinite. And this thing is just going to keep flying. Where are you? Where? Get over here. You're a bird, so you like music, right? Cool. Your wish is my command, master. So now, no one within half of the tavern can take damage. And no one back here can take damage either. Actually, they're not even hostile. They're just going to exist here for now. Cool. Your Academy Craft abilities can probably destroy blocks still, so I have to be a bit careful. But if it's permanent, we can just make the entire village a no combat zone, which is a double-edged sword, because I'm going to assume that certain things like jutsus just aren't going to care about that. But I should be able to summon just basically infinite familiars and just have them all over the place. Is that it deactivated, or do the, it looks like the particles just get like a whole lot less concentrated the further out you go. Cool. That's probably going to lead to lag if I have too many, but at least part of the tavern is safe for now. Cool. Anyways, I have some inventory stuff to deal with. Now we are actually going to go fight that Otsutsuki that killed us before, and we're going to do so in a different dimension. Okay, I think I'm all set to go. I'm in Sage mode. I have the Willow Dance on. Interesting. Willow Dance is resistance 3. What if I go into Bracken Dance from... That was almost bad. Anyways, what if I remove Dust from the hotbar? I cannot go to Bracken Dance. Oh wait, no, Bracken Dance is the wrong one. The Larch Dance is defense. And then if I go Willow Dance from here... Interesting, you keep resistance 4, but lose, Yeah, you keep the defensiveness, even though you're not supposed to. Interesting. Good thing to know. Anyways, let's head back to that death marker. Now with resistance 4. 5-8, 5-8. That's the date right now, as of recording. There it is. Where is Otsutsuki? There you are. How much damage did I do? Reality Marble. So this is a dimension of swords. And somehow that counted as a miss, and we did not actually bring Otsutsuki with us. That's a little bit sad. So if you want a sword, now you've got plenty. Actually, this dimension is really bad to fight in when you need an empty inventory space for a lot of jutsus. Dust can go back there. And now I need to take a piece of damage in order to leave. There's the dagger. I said there's the dagger. There we go. If you don't have someone in there with you, just a tiny bit of damage is all you need. So always carry a dagger with you if you're heading in. Where are you? Rude. Come on. Oh, did that work? Also, interestingly enough, that worked like a shield. Yeah, there we go. Otsutsuki is now in here with us. So, let's jump a couple of swords. There you are. Dust Cube. Actually, you took a little bit of damage. Aw. Ah, rude. It went off, but completely missed. Oh, actually, we don't have any healing in this dimension. That's an important thing to forget about. Oh, have I... Can you not move in here? Ah, gotcha. Oh, interesting. The beam does a lot less... Oh, your health thing just broke a little bit. You did take all the damage. It just... Yeah. It took all of that damage, but apparently the cube does do slightly less, and it just kind of broke the health bar for a moment. But, yeah. Oh, we actually took quite a beating there. The resistance 4 almost ran out. But this is the reality marble. It's a world full of swords. Yeah. I actually started watching Fate. I'm not to the point where this is explained fully, but there have been scenes where there's like dreams of this world. Or more accurately, I started watching Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, because they don't have the original Fate Stay Night on Crunchyroll for some reason, and I haven't found another place to watch it. But I've seen I've seen dreams. There's dreams of where this dimension is based on it, but I've never actually seen it myself. Anyways, I think we're good to leave here, unless I have another opponent on us. Hedon is right there. We still have no healing. But we still haven't actually tested out the massive Rasen Shuriken on a real opponent. You know what, Hedon? Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, he teleported back with us, maybe? Or no? Yes. Do we have an... Oh, there's an Itachi. Do we have an invisible, super powerful opponent somewhere around here? Or is it just legitimately broken at this point? I don't know. If we want to fight if we want to try fighting Hedon, I think we're going to have to head back home and get a new one, because this one is just gone. But, hello there, Itachi. We can't test Rasen Shuriken on you, because we need your eyes. So I guess I'll start charging up a dust release. We haven't... Itachi, what's your dodge chance and whatnot? We need to actually make sure we line this up. We hit him once. Our Sage mode ran out, which means we lost a lot of our buffs here. But I did not prepare for this properly. Dust Dismantling Beam. Massive Rasen Shuriken? Oh yeah, we're not in Sage mode, so obviously I can't do that. And there's no way I'm staying alive long enough to Sage mode him right now. Willow Dance. Willow Dance. Willow Dance. There we go. Actually, this is only Resistance 3 right now. Beam. Oh wait, no, you have to charge this to at least once to launch it. That's right. Gotcha. Although that was a fake, because of course it was a fake. So he can dodge the cube just fine. He'll take a little bit of damage, but get out of the way. He ain't dodging the beam good enough to survive. Anyways, let's grab another Hedon, shall we? Because the last one kind of got deleted from existence. And let's actually prepare for him a bit better instead of just rushing into this. But the Reality Marble, it's a really cool dimension. It's very funny to go over there and grab swords, but we don't need those swords or anything, and it actually becomes a really bad place to fight if you're constantly picking stuff up. So, 1 second, I need to dump some stuff, because now I have extra swords I don't need. I guess it was just the one. We need to re-enter Sage mode. Let's fix up our bone armor, go back into Larch Dance, and then from there, back into Willow Dance, so that we get Resistance 4 plus the Strength boost. And actually, I really want to see Clematis Dance, so I should be able to get to this pretty quickly. Oh wait, no, I actually have to take the armor off to do this training. That way I don't break it. So, yeah, it's probably going to take me 2 minutes, if I had to guess, to get Clematis Dance all the way. I'm only like 100 and some on training points away. Actually, I can just use 2 experience scrolls if need be, so that should be simple enough as well. 123. Yeah, we need 125. I'll use 2 experience scrolls and then just get the rest of the 25 this way. So I'll see you in just a moment. Okay, Clematis Dances, you learned 2 experience scrolls and just a little bit of training. I believe this is... Oh, that is not the one I was thinking of. Bracken Dance must be the bones from the floor. This is the drill. It is very slow, but as a baseline, it does 80 attack damage. So if you can land a hit with it, it's really good. But I think our Caliburn's just going to be better. I wasted so much time on that. I should have skipped right to Bracken Dance if I remembered what it is. It's cool, but not really powerful enough to warrant using it over something else. But might as well go back into Larch Dance, Bracken Dance, Willow Dance, Sleep Through the Night. Then we're going to grab a Hedon, and I guess we're going to give our Bone Drill a chance against him. How do we want to do this? I mean, I can still go Lightning mode, and honestly, I probably should. Actually, can try the Chakra Spear. We don't need the resistance from lightning mode anymore, but the attack and whatnot's very much worth it. And I just deactivated it, moving it in the hotbar. Kind of forgot about that fact. I think I want to try... We're going to be trying the... Not what I meant to do. Yeah. Lightning... Not what I meant to do. Lightning Chakra mode. There we go. So we're going to grab one of our 2 Hidens. Ito Tensei, Haku, Zapuza, Hiden, Deidara, Shinobi, Hiden. There you are. Took long enough. Anyways, from here... I don't know how explosive Hiden is. Like, we saw he has, like, a very powerful attack everything around him sort of thing going on. Oh, I accidentally grabbed your attention. Where is Chidori Spear? I mean, that's pretty effective against you, too. Where are you? I'm not entirely sure where that blindness came from. Oh, that's bad. Wait, since... Oh, it's a special Otsutsuki. That's where the blindness came from. Where is... Oh, it's Otsutsuki. There you are. Can I see you for a half second, please? That's... Wow, that did nothing. Fine then, Caliburn it is. Time to just start sword swinging. Come on. Yeah, we are going to win this fight pretty much no problem. I'm not in Sage mode. Forgot that part. Ow, rude. Ow, rude. Ow. Aw. I do not like darkness. It's probably my second least favorite special effect. Behind Sticky, of course. It's a good thing we're far enough away from the village where we're probably not going to make it there. We've won this fight. I don't think this Otsutsuki has it in it to kill us. Although, it's only because I put on lightning mode as a precaution. How are we doing? You're at like 200 health. Not that I can really see what's going on. If you don't even give us the eyes, then this has just been a complete waste of time. Because I wanted to go fight Hiden, not you. We've already fought you today. I probably could have finished it off before it launched that attack, but... Let me see. Did it drop any rewards? Did they fall in the water? Did that thing's a lightning attack delete its rewards? Because it didn't drop anything. Why do I feel like that was the Otsutsuki that finally dropped the eyes? Because it instantly deleted the rewards that it gave us. Why do I feel like that's the one? It's so annoying. Like, I didn't miss it, did I? Oh, wait, hold on. No, I just killed a squid. Never mind. Whatever. Do we still want to do the Hiden fights? We're already at time. You know what? We're gonna go a little bit longer. We're still gonna fight the Hiden, I think. Let me deactivate lightning mode. Still not the right thing. Gonna deactivate lightning mode and then turn it back on. Turn on sage mode, get all of our armor and whatnot set back up. And we'll give him one proper shot, and we're going to be hitting him with a, we're going to be hitting Hiden with the Sage Mode Rasen Shuriken, just to get a proper feel for it, because we haven't yet. Why do I feel like that was the one that gave us the eyes, because the rewards got deleted? But that would just be my luck now, wouldn't it? Let me go set up for a Hiden fight. Never mind, let me set up for another Otsutsuki fight. Because I was just going about my business, and all of a sudden... I'm being attacked again. Large Dance, I did not even get a chance to go into... Yeah, I got 0 chance at all to go into Sage Mode. Like, I took 3 steps. Maybe. Do we think I can just... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. 8 branch, Sage Mode. Can we just sit here for long enough while you're just beating us up? The answer is probably yes. Oh, he can't, can he even hit us? The answer is yes. But our healing and whatnot's good enough to keep us alive. Sage mode is just going to be a bit of a buff in this fight. I really want to try out the Rasen Shuriken. Actually, let's try out the Rasengan on you. We saw it one-shot some other mobs, but you actually have a whole bunch more health. An Iwa Rogue, not the right place for you to get involved in. Did that do any damage? Or was that the big chunk of damage, or did we already do that to you? I don't know. Ah, we got particled. Alright. I don't know if that even went off. Ow, ow, ow. Not exactly who I meant to target with that, but okay. Ow. Yeah, I think we got him. I only launched that at a 3 and it did that much damage. And yeah, actually 0 rewards getting dropped out of that. I like Rasen Shuriken, it's such a good jutsu, especially the massive one, but you just cannot use it against any opponent that you want drops out of, which locks you out of using it against most opponents. Like, why does it have to destroy drops? I mean, it's because it breaks a million blocks and you can't exactly just have them drop on the floor and become laggy all over the place. Like, it already lags quite a bit just destroying blocks. Can you imagine if that thing actually dropped them all on the ground, too? Yeah. But, yeah, this can one-shot a Otsutsuki very, very easily. Like, Otsutsuki only got hit with, like, the very edge of it and still died. And I only launched that thing at, like, a 2.1 or something like that. Or... what was that? A 2.5? 2.6? Oh, yeah. I only launched that thing at maybe a 3. Like, any bigger than that is cataclysmic damage. So I have a feeling we're going to be able to kill Hedon pretty simply. But that's apparently going to be next time, because the game keeps spawning Otsutsukis. You know what? Fine, game, have it your way. We're still in Sage mode, but it's about to run out. Armor's doing just fine. Lightning Chakra mode. I think I just turned on and back off again. Am I in? Yes, I am in Lightning Chakra mode. Cool. Let's just go Ultra Big Ball Rasengan on you. Oh, yeah, that did hundreds of damage. That's pretty good. And we're just going to beat you up with Sword Swing, Otsutsuki. The last two did not give us our rewards, because the first one deleted it, and then its own, and then we deleted it. So, we're definitely at above 10 Otsutsukis now. Which is also why I think that the one that deleted its own reward, or the one I just destroyed, dropped its thing. Okay. Extra Byakugan! There we go! Took us long enough to get a single one. So, we now need 2 more of these things and a medical scroll. To make the medical scroll, we need to go to the end and defeat the dragon and get a bit of dragon's breath, if I remember correctly. Medical scroll, this thing right here. Yep, we need a lingering potion, so dragon's breath, got it. What's this? Oh yeah, this is the forged medical degree. That's how you get medical jutsu if you don't already have it. But we started with it, so we're good. So, that's where we're going to be ending off. 1 pair of eyes got in. Now we just need to beat a bunch more Otsutsuki to get a bunch more. But anyways, I was going to do Sharingan today too, but you know what? That gets next time, because that's a lot to go over and that's pretty cool. But for right now, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and hope to see you next time. I'll keep looking for the Kekkei Genkai reroller between episodes, I think. Either that or we're going to spawn one in to showcase it, because I'm still salty about that. But for real now, take care. Without further ado, take care, everybody. I totally distracted myself from my outro. That's really another Iwa Rogue? You distracted me on our last fight, so go away. For real now, take care, everybody. Okay, so I want to thank everyone one more time for watching, and a special thank you to the channel members Yamato Tanagura, Goddess of the Starfilled Void, and the Phantom Knight. Thank you all so much for the extra support, and without further ado, take care, everybody.